Okay, we're going to make another craft with butterflies, and this time we're going to focus on the butterfly life cycle. So you're going to need a paper plate, and if you have just the plain, real thin paper plate's best. And markers, glue, liquid glue, and then different kinds of pasta. And if you don't have these different kinds of pastas, you can get something else to take the place of them. They don't necessarily have to be these types of pastas. And some kind of stick, or you could have construction paper, or you can use your imagination and something else to take place of this. Well, when we're working on me doing this one, think about what I'm using and could you use something else? I want to see you use your imagination. You don't have to have these specific things, and you can have these things. And a couple of leaves, or you could use construction paper to do it. Or you could do like I've done on this one. Draw the leaves, draw the stick, and I put a flower here. But in this area up here where it's kind of curved, not where the circle's at where it's flat, but in the curved area, at any time when I'm giving you some directions, if you need to, pause this. I will go and keep on going. You will be using this. You can glue down. So right here I've got a full leaf. If I'm going to do a leaf, or if you've got construction paper and you made a leaf, you could do that. There's different ways to do this. So I'm going to put, that's why you need the liquid glue. If you try to do that, this what I'm doing right now with the glue stick, it wouldn't work too good. I'm going to glue down that leaf on there. Okay, now this is our first stage in the butterfly life cycle. What is happening in the first stage of the butterfly life cycle? The caterpillar, not the caterpillar, but the butterfly, sorry, lays an egg. I'm going to label it. And so here's a little piece of pasta that I got. And it also reminds me of a little grain of rice. You could do that too. Some people have gotten a little piece of paper and crumpled it up. Go outside, you might find something outside you could use. A seed, a little seed. And put it, just make a little dot of glue and put it on there. So we have our egg. And then right here, here's a leaf and some of it's gone. Well, I found one where that had actually happened. You can make it with construction paper, or get a leaf, or draw it out. Or if you've got an idea of something else, I like to see what some people could come up with that's different than this. And the reason we've got this leaf right here, because something's been eating on it. Well, what's the next step in the life cycle? It's a caterpillar. And so we're going to use this kind of pasta, or if you've got something else, or go look for something outside, go on a little scavenger hunt. We're going to glue that on where it looks like it's been eating. Now, you can also get markers. That's why I said markers, and you can color it. Got these kind of markers right here. I just did it with that since I had it in my hand. And so I want it to look like that caterpillar's eating right here. So I'm going to kind of move him to the side, and then I'm going to look and see how long he is, and that's how much glue I'm going to put down. And there we go. So he's right there. He's eating on that leaf. And we have said this is caterpillar. You can pause this if you need to, till you get caught up. Now I'm going down here, and we have a stick. I drew a limb or a stick, but also you can go out and actually just get a stick. I got this one right off the ground, right outside in the yard. Fell off of a tree. And so I'm going to glue it down. You could get construction paper or something else, whatever you think. I'm curious to see what you all may find. And hanging from that stick is the next stage. And this is one of the shells pasta. You might think of something else that could be represent this. So what's the next step after that caterpillar? He eats and eats and eats and grows as big as he's going to get. He hangs on from a stick or a twig, and he's in a chrysalis. So you can also color and decorate this one. So pick it up very carefully. You don't want too much glue. Do a little line along the edges of inside of that shell, and then stick it right there where he's hanging off of the stick. And we're going to label this chrysalis. And then here I have a picture of a flower. Now, who wants to go to the flower to get some food? Well, the next part, when he comes out of the chrysalis, he has changed into a butterfly. And the bow tie pasta can represent the butterfly. Now, let me explain something about this pasta, bow tie pasta. If you look real close, doesn't it look like he's got a mouth right there in the middle? Could open up and say, hello, I'm a butterfly. And then you turn it over, and it's got a straight line going across there. This, where it goes like a line going all the way across, is going to be called the back side. And this will be the front, where his mouth is, okay? Now you can get your markers, and you can, I'm just going to do this, decorate and color. Color leaves the wings all in. But remember what we learned when we did our coffee filter butterflies, that they are symmetrical. And what you do on that side needs to be done on that side. They have to match the best that you can. Now let's say you got him done colored in. You turn him over, and on that line right there, that's where you put your glue. Don't need a whole lot. Just do a line going across. And then put him down there where he's going to get himself some nectar to eat from the flower. Here, we're going to label this. This is our butterfly. So what we have here is the life cycle of a butterfly. Begins as an egg. Then he hatches out and becomes a caterpillar, and he eats and eats and eats until he gets fat and fatter and fatter. After that, he hangs in a J on the bottom of a twig and becomes a chrysalis. And inside that chrysalis, a big change happens, and when it comes out, it will be a butterfly, the adult stage. And then what happens with that adult butterfly? It goes and lays an egg, and it starts all over again. Now, what I would like for you to do is, I'm curious and I'm excited to see what designs you have used, what things you used to make this, and share it with me by taking a picture of it and putting it on Seesaw under the science, on the science page for this assignment. And then I want you, after you've done that, I want you to record yourself telling me about the life cycle and what happens in each. Now I'm going to show you different examples of how I've done it. This is the one we did just now. Here's another one I made. I found different leaves, and look how I decorated that butterfly. Does he look like he has symmetry where both sides are exactly the same? I tried my best to do that. And then look at this one that I've done. And I tried to draw that one and color him like he's a monarch. Okay, so remember, take a picture, then record yourself telling the steps in the butterfly life cycle. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what you have created and see those pictures, and you read and tell me what you've done. I hope you have fun.